long...
You've considerable skill, but Eshka are hardly the deadliest things in these catacombs. You should run along before you hurt yourself.
I came here for the Eshkar. But if you're looking for a fight...
Much as I would enjoy the release, I have bigger concerns. The galaxy is cluttered enough without another faction vying for power. I suppose I'll have to purge these Eshka myself. Otherwise, they might very well destroy your republic. And then what would I have to look forward to?
I mean, that's one way of looking at it, I suppose.
The Eshkar General is dead, but he mentioned something about awakening a World Razor that would destroy us all.
Wait, the World Razor? He said that? So maybe it is true. This is bad.
The Eshkar seemed to think this World Razor was going to destroy the planet.
Yeah, sounds like what you'd expect from a World Razor. A few deep cell inmates were babbling about it. Could barely understand a word they said, much less put any stock in it. Went on about this thing in the planet's core. Claimed it was massive, as old as the galaxy. I thought it was just superstitious nonsense.
The galaxy is a strange place. Even the most horrible tales can wind up being true.
Certainly seen my share of crazy stuff down here. If this World Razor actually exists, waking it up is probably the worst thing the Eshkar could do. You've got to stop them. Best place to start is the deep prison. All kinds of ancient monstrosities sealed away down there. You'll be on your own, though. Watch yourself.
That's alright. Is that, like I said over the top of a cutscene earlier, I'm looking for Eshkar that will rip off other people's heads, not my own. You're right.
Yeah. Apparently they're going to add another 12 subclasses before they're done with Baldur's Gate 3.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
The 12 subclasses?
Yeah.
Huh. So, vanilla subclasses that don't require mods?
Yeah.
Huh. Well then, that'll be fun. I mean, given there's a bunch of subclasses that they missed, you know, I'm not surprised, but I'm happy to hear that, actually. Did they say which classes they were for, or were they just generalizing?
I will read the thing in a minute and see if there's a list.
Yeah.
Because I think all the ones we have right now is just the ones from the base handbook.
Yeah, I'm just wondering what classes are getting the subclasses, whether it's all of them or just specific ones.
Bard, College of Glamour. Oh, hang on. Another battle.
Alright, let's stop so you can read it. This is a phase after all.
Oh, it's not a phase.
Oh, is it not? Okay, well, let's get
phase,
out.
Mom.
Okay, well, let's get out, and then once we're out of here, we can stop and read through it. My brain was too focused on the extra subclasses for Baldur's Gate.
Wait just a little bit, but there is a list, so you can read it.
Yeah. Oh, he's already dead, okay.
There we go. I'm going to set myself to just follow you while I read. Okay. Bard, College of Glamour.
Right.
Barbarian, Path of the Giants.
Nice.
Cleric, Death Domain.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Druid, Circle of Stars.
Stop in here. Carry on.
Paladin Oath of the Crown.
Right.
Haven't played with that one. Don't know what the fuck that is.
Yeah.
Fighter Arcane Archer.
Right.
Monk Drunken Master.
Oh, nice.
Ranger Swarmkeeper.
Okay.
Rogue Swashbuckler. That's a good subclass.
Oh, is it? Cool.
Yeah. So, Swashbuckler Rogue is kind of if you wanted to play a pirate, essentially.
Yeah, I love that.
If you wanted to play like a pirate.
Yeah.
Sorcerer Shadow Magic.
Oh, nice.
Warlock Hexblade.
Huh.
Which is actually interesting because I think that was in the base book and they didn't put it in.
Right.
Could be wrong, but I think that was part of the base book. I could actually just go look at the book.
Yeah.
And then Wizard Blade Singing.
Nice. Okay, those sound cool, actually.
Which is also another interesting one because,
There's
Blade
a
Singing is an interesting one as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Yes, I stopped because there's a load of enemies there, and it's gonna be hard to.
Yeah, I'm just curious. I'm going to look at the
Okay.
Warlock section.
Oh, because you're curious about the subclass they're getting.
Well, what were the? I'm just looking at the book to see what they actually were.
Right.
No, don't. Those all were the base ones. Hexblade must have been a different book. It's been all this time. I forget which books they're part of. It all just kind of blurs into one.
Yeah, that's fair. I imagine that's the case a lot as a DM. In particular.
Well, it just from both things. It just kind of blurs because the other thing is that a lot of the time these subclasses are put in one book and then they get moved into another book. So
Right.
and get kind of all shoved in to different things. It is a bit of a
Yeah. So is it safe to drop down here? There's more enemies. We might have to fight some of these. Oh, you got dismounted?
It's Xanathar's. Well, it's in Xanathar's, whether that's what the original book that it was from is, I don't know.
Yeah.
But...
So, are we getting those? I imagine we're probably getting those before crossplay, or maybe when we're getting crossplay. I have no idea.
It might be part of the same update.
Yeah.
But,
That's what I mean. Like, is it part of the same update, or? Because I think they have said that the last update is a big one, right?
one major patch, so it's all going to be all in one thing. So it's going to be crossplay, photo mode, and the subclasses all in one.
Oh, wow. Oh, I think the thing's back here. Okay, yeah, the...
Doesn't say much about when they're predicting it, just says next year. So...
Yeah. Which isn't that far away.
Yeah.
The holo terminal we need is in this building over here.
But still, that's a lot of time that it could be. So
yeah.
It's a very broad time frame.
It is.
So we'll find out later in next year, I guess.
Yeah.
When exactly that's going to happen.
You made it. Good. Now listen up. Got a possible lead on that World Razor. Recon droids picked up a large contingent of Eshka headed for the prison bowels. Elite soldiery. Very dangerous. Led by none other than the Eshka's patriarch, Gore Claw. If that maniac's involved, it's a sure bet they're up to something.
You think this has something to do with the World Razor?
Can't think of anything else that would rally the Eshka like this. The Eshka are gonna need one heck of a trump card if they run off this rock. My money's on the World Razor. Dug up some records on the thing. Very apocalyptic. Saw phrases like, destroyer of planets and eater of stars more often than I'd like.
We
Yeah,
need to keep that thing as far away from the Republic as
that's
possible.
not what you want
If
out
there's
in the
one thing
galaxy,
Bell
is
Service
it?
is good for, it's keeping the galaxy scum out of the Republic's air. Overheard some Eshkar comm chatter. Something about disabling a fail-safe. Could be our ticket to stopping all this nonsense. The transmission came from a nearby cave. Lots of Eshkar assembling there. Gonna need you down there to see what this fail-safe is all about.
Alright.
Whatever the Eshkar are up to, I'll put a stop to it.
This mission will take you deeper into Belsavis than anyone's gone. It's a dangerous world down there, but the Republic, heck, maybe the galaxy, is counting on you. Good luck.
Well, you know what? There was one subclass that wasn't in the base book that they put in, and that was Gloomstalker, because there's only 2 subclasses in the main book for
Right.
Ranger.
Yeah.
I suppose they wanted 3 for each one. Same with Wild Magic Barbarian. And
Okay, right.
was it Totem? Was it Primal?
Yeah, I don't think we need to use the thing.
One of the monk ones also.
Right now. Yeah, I think the tracker is just getting itself confused again, I think.
It gets heavily confused here. It gets so confused. It wants to point to the teleporter all the time. Even though that is 100% the wrong direction to go in.
Oh.
There we go. It's no longer lighting up the teleporter.
Yeah. There are certain planets where the tracker just gets so confused so easily. I've noticed that. That was one hell of a push. At least we're getting Balsalvus done today.
Yeah.
I don't dislike Balsalvus, but once you've been on a planet long enough, no matter how much you like it, you're just like, can we be done yet?
Mhm.
Although I would definitely much rather be on Balsalvus than Hoth or Nar Shaddaa, so that's something. Oh, Darth Hex is gonna like that. Which class would you say was your favorite on this?
There's still plenty that I haven't done anything with.
Out of the ones that you've played, that you know you've played a lot of, who would you say was your favorite?
Jeez, I can't remember the name of it now. That's the problem.
Was it an Empire one?
It was an Empire one.
Of course it was. Did you... I think you said you had a bounty hunter, didn't you?
You know, and initially it was Scoundrel, but that sucked when you're playing solo.
Yeah.
So, I did not stick with that. I think I picked the ranged one with dualies.
Mercenary or something else?
Oh, how do I know? It was it was the long range one, long range DPS with dualies. I don't remember what freaking.
Were you dual wielding pistols or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was probably mercenary then. Because I'm pretty sure that's the only subclass where you can do that. I'm pretty sure. I do know that the character I made playing with your agent was a sniper. Also not solo friendly. Yeah, I think there were like, is there another one that's not very solo friendly, or is it just sniper and scoundrel?
I don't know. Scoundrel's the one I've played that I thought, oof, this kind of sucks because I need to be in particular positions which just are incredibly difficult unless you've got someone else to pull aggro for you.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I need to stand behind them to do half of my abilities, but they're all facing me, so I can't do that. So Scoundrel kind of sucked for that reason.
All this time, I thought I was looking for a device, not a person.
An eternity of imprisonment is a heavy sentence, particularly for one who didn't deserve it.
Alright,
I
well,
need
yeah.
to get down there and stop them.
Yeah, we need to. I got up there.
Oh, also, I'm sure you've already got the screenshots, but I introduced Sherry to PC modding.
Yeah. Yeah, I did. She sent what she put a star in the group chat with me and Count.
Yeah.
You know Sherry. She knows I like Astarion, so anything to do with Astarion, she's gonna send me. Pretty much. You know what she's like.
Mm-hmm. Unless there's kind of mods are not on on the in-game mod manager, so that will not be available for crossplay.
Yeah, well, you'll have to turn those off then, won't you?
Easy enough.
Mod coordinating cross-platform is going to be something.
Yep.
You're looking
Especially since there doesn't seem to be any kind of do you want to change your mods to match? It just says, your mods don't match, get out.
Right.
It doesn't really have a synchronized button right now.
I noticed that on console as well. And
Hopefully they'll add one, because it is rather annoying, because then we have to go through the list as like, okay, which one are you missing?
That's I'm sure you might have seen this occasionally, but that's me and Bree in a nutshell.
Yes,
Well,
but you also make big mod lists, which makes it all the more difficult.
Alright, so mine, planetary, and then yours.
Looks like it. Unfortunately, the other mod that isn't on the on the main mod manager thing is the transmog, which is unfortunate.
Yeah. I have actually been making use of adjustable party limit though.
Bring the whole damn squad.
I mean, I don't usually take the whole squad, but
At some point, I will just play a meme playthrough where I just bring everyone, just for the sake of it.
And there's also like a UI mod that makes those portraits smaller. Hi Sherry, speaking of, hi Sherry! But no, anyway, there's also a UI mod that makes the portrait smaller, which is nice when you're going over the party limit of 4.
Yep.
I got all the UI update mods, by the way, improvement mods, by the way. I got all of those.
I need to get myself the one that folds the icon rows for effects, because they're getting in the way.
Bien volk dan mitov, makop